There is an endless song that goes in my soul. I hear the music ring, and though the storms may come, I am holding on, and to the rock I cling. How can I keep from singing your praise? How can I ever say enough? How amazing is your love? How can I keep from shouting your name? I know I am loved by the King, and it makes my heart want to sing. I will lift my eyes in the darkest night, for I know my Savior lives, and I will walk with you, knowing you'll see me through, and sing the songs you give. How can I keep from singing your praise? How can I ever say?
There's a story found in the Bible about a man named Abraham and his son Isaac. I'm just going to summarize the story all the way up to the point where I want to get to. I'll be paraphrasing the scriptures, not reciting scripture word for word. But this story can be found in Genesis chapter 22. Abraham had a wife named Sarah. God told Abraham and said, "Hey, I'm going to bless you and Sarah with a son." Now Abraham was very old and Sarah was very old, way past the point where she should be having a baby. But God blessed them with a son named Isaac anyway. So fast forward a little bit. God wanted to test Abraham. To see how much he wanted to see how much he would follow God's commands. So God told Abraham, "Hey, I need you to take your son to the land of Moriah and sacrifice him." Without hesitation, Abraham got up, got on his donkey, and took his son to the land of Moriah. And then God told him specifically where he wanted to sacrifice his son. Fast forward. So they're at the place now where God told Abraham to take his son to sacrifice him. And then walking to the altar, Isaac, which is his son, Isaac said, "Hey Dad, here I see the fire and wood, but where's the lamb that we're going to sacrifice?" And Abraham replied, "God will provide." And so Abraham got to the altar, bound his son's hands and feet, laid him on the wood, and this happened. Genesis chapter 22, verse 10. Then Abraham reached out his hand and took the knife to slaughter his son. But the angel of the Lord called to him from heaven and said, "Abraham, Abraham." And he said, "Here I am." He said, "Do not lay your hand on the boy or do anything to him. For now I know that you fear God, seeing you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me." Abraham was willing to sacrifice his only son because he knew that God had a plan. Abraham was willing to sacrifice his only son because he knew that God will provide and God had a plan. We know the connection that a father has between a son. We know the connection that a father has between the daughter. But for this story, Abraham was willing to sacrifice his only son. We know that as a father, or potential fathers out there, that we take everything and all our being and flood it into our son. So Abraham was willing to give all that he was and all that he had, to give it a sacrifice to God. How much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to sacrifice? It's funny because we get so caught up in wrong things on this world. But we don't. Or sometimes we forget that we're here for a greater purpose. We are here to be a living sacrifice for God. We're here to be a living sacrifice for God. My job and career is a firefighter. Being a firefighter is not who I am. Being a firefighter is what I do. Being a husband is who I am. Being a potential father is who I am. Being a Christian soldier is who I am. Being a living sacrifice for God is who I am. And I fail at it daily because I'm not perfect. Being a living sacrifice for God, I fail at it daily because I'm not perfect. I have a tattoo on my arm that says, all that I am and all that I have. Meaning, be a living sacrifice for God. I am willing to put myself on the altar, die to myself, and drive out God's teaching. To let other people know about God's love and God's teaching. I fail at it daily. But I am here to be a sacrifice for God. I am here to be a servant for God. I am here to tell other people there is a love that you can't comprehend. There is a love that a guy died on a cross because he loved you and me. I am here to tell other people about his love. I am here to serve others. I am here not to judge, but to love. How much are you willing to sacrifice? Think about it.